I got the pop MTV or VH1, one of them. I think it was MTV. They had a show called Pop-Up Videos.
Oh yeah.
They interviewed me about that, and they asked what the name of that move was, and I told them Street Sweeper. So then when they put that pop-up video, it says this move, it has a caption that pops up. It says, calls it the Street Sweeper. New York is on some hustle bustle. We got to go, we're eating a pizza on the run while you're walking, you know, going shopping at the same time and doing all that, you know, and the music was like that. It was portraying that feel. So like all that James Brown and all that up-tempo funk, you know, it's still a funk, but it's an up-tempo funk, you know, so it produces a different type of a dance, a faster dance. And, you know, so that's the difference, man. And that's what I started with. So that's where I got all my tricks and moves from, and all the, you know, the crowd pleasing stuff and the character stuff comes from the Electric Boogie. But as time progressed, you know, I found out that was limited though. As far as, you know, because it was a lot of memorized moves and combinations and tricks and stuff. And that stuff runs out. And I found that out in Miami at Pro-Am, Bboy Pro-Am.
Uh-oh, what happened there?
I was Boogie Master. You know, I was on my Boogie thing. And I went to go battle in that battle. And that's back when, you know, that was a young Bionic Man was in there in that battle. Frank Boogie was in that battle. Shallow from Boston was in that battle. Domino, may rest in peace, from Boston in that battle. Man, it was like heavy hitters, you know, in that era. Bop and Chuck was in that battle. Yo, everybody. Yeah, man. What was I saying about that? I was trying to.
You were basically saying, I think you're about to tell me you ran into a buzzsaw because.
So anyway, I was on some, you know, on my Boogie thing, man. I was good. I was going for fools. Like I had one thing where I had this white jacket on, and I waved my arms out of the sleeves. And I had practiced that already at the hotel just before I got there, just to see if I could get out of it. I already had the concept. I didn't know what. I always freestyle everything. I don't know. I can't remember anything. That's why I'm terrible with combinations and stuff. And you know, I'm better with routines and choreography now, but that's been years of hammering. But
right.
Yeah, I got, you know, I had the idea. I was like, okay, I can get out of it. So I did something. I think it was against Shallow, and I ended up in the finals against Shallow. And I know him, man. Like he has all kind of stuff. He blows his stomach out to this far, like a balloon, and you know, he can do a million hat tricks and stuff. Like, you know, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna bring it, you know, because this was pre-Boogaloo for me. Yeah, you know, the only one that had some boog in that battle was Frank Boogie. He already was getting a little head start. He just went to visit Wiggles and got drilled with the Fresno for like 10 days. But he had an advantage a little bit with the Boogaloo. But yeah, so it was me and Shallow at the finals. And I did something like with the Superman thing on him. I pulled the sleeve out, and I got into a Superman pose on one leg, like I'm flying, and I did like a 747 spinning. Like, yeah, I was like, but it was like an act. There was a whole act to it. Like, and then he did something. Oh, I think I started flying. Or I got to him somehow, and he blew up his stomach. He filled up his stomach. Like, you know, like, I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was trying to throw me off, because I got to him and he did the stomach blew out. So the first thing I thought, I did like this. I made like a big old straw, and I stuck it in his stomach like that, and then I filled myself up, and I started floating like I'm like huge. And I
Right.
popped myself. I popped myself, and you know,
Wow.
just a wave on him. Well, he was frustrated, and then he got back in my face, and he did something with his hat. And I saw the hat thing. I was like, oh, here he goes with the hat, and he rolled it down his leg. And I think because I was kind of like getting in his head a little bit, the hat. I seen that trick. He hit that trick every time. I've seen him hit it everywhere, straight everywhere. I've seen him. He hit that thing, rolled down his leg. All of a sudden, it was like, you know, the bowling ball, like looked like it's gonna hit the thing. All of a sudden, it just rolled right into the gutter. It went, whoosh, and I was like, and I started laughing. I got happy.
Yeah.
But I won. So, besides the point of the winning deal, maybe a couple weeks later, in the Bronx, they used to throw a jam at a skating rink. I think it was back to Mecca. And anyway, I go to the jam, and I see a big circle, Cypher going on. And I look in, and I see, what's his name? I see Shallow in the circle. And, you know, a crowd around him and stuff. And he's doing, I've seen a lot of the stuff that he did on me. He's doing
in Miami,
it. Yeah, he's doing it. He's redoing it in the circle. And I remember somebody trying to tell me to go, like push me. I was kind of on the outside of it, looking in. And someone was trying to, go in. And I was like, nah. And I left. And the reason why, because I knew if I went in there, I was going to do the same moves I did in Miami.
It was just going to be a repeat of Pro-Am.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So that was the turning point. I was like, man, I need something different. You know, I need to learn something. You know, I need to. And that's where the Electric Boogaloo, the funk, came in. There's my brother Disco Dave in New York. Back then, he was the hustle man with the VHS tapes. He had all these VH tapes of West Coast, Japan, China, everywhere, popping old, physically, you know, crackly VHS tapes. And he put me on one. He threw me one with, it was the Electric Boogaloos in Japan. And it was like a 10th generation. I don't know. It was crinkly, but it was like each of them was saying, like Sam was like, this is the old man. They did the old man. Boom. And Peter, this is a twist-o flag. They were breaking it down like that.
Wow. Like move for move.
Move for move. And so that's how I started like, oh, and then it was just a whole new world. Like it felt like it was endless vocabulary, you know,
Wow.
like not running out of a trick or a move or a combination. It's like endless vocabulary. And that's where the transformation started happening, you know. And then Wiggles would come back from Vegas to go visit his family in the Bronx, and I would grab him. I was like, come over. And I'm like, show me what they showing you. Because he was with the Boogaloos in Vegas at that time with the Manhattan show. So he would, you know, show me whatever they were on, you know. So that's the transformation, man. That's where I actually put all that Boogie Boy stuff in the back burner, you know, and I Boogaloo went book 100%, you know, to the point where I felt like, man, I'm good, you know, I'm comfortable here. Then there's a time where a lot of Boogaloo people that were all in the Boogaloo fools were looking the same. So I didn't want to, I don't want to look the same. I don't want to look like nobody. I don't want to be doing the same thing that I did the day before. I've always been like that. So started bringing in the boogie stuff, mixing a little bit of the boogie boogaloo, you know? So
you went back in that bag a little bit, huh?
Dipping that bag, the personality, the character, because a lot of fools that technically good at Boogaloo or whatever, these dances don't have no character, no soul, man. No.
The freestyle show.
like, you know, no expression, you know, that's what sells it. That's what doing the puppet style, like you got to have the expression like you're really a puppet, whereas you're doing it, you're just doing it, you know. That's with every dance, b-boy, locking, everything. You got to have that, even you know, even if it's that ugly face, you know,
Yeah.
you're feeling it. But there's fools out there that got that movement in their body, but their face are like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I know exactly what you said. No doubt.
And that comes from too much watching themselves in the mirror too, you know. Anyway, I went to a whole other subject, but
No, it's good, man. We just talking, man. We just, you know, you just sharing knowledge, and I'm just sprinkling in questions.
this time I knew him as Sugar Pop, the dancer, and he came down there and to New York, and he introduced me to Jazzy J. And Jazzy was like, Pop left, Jazzy ended up staying in New York. So that he was the ground move and the, you know, the boogaloo, the unorthodox boogaloo with the energy ball inside of him. Like it was something different. And that's what I started, you know, learning off of that.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.